What is up, everybody? Um, we got some things to talk about tonight. I'm probably not gonna be on here too long. I'm not gonna lie. Supposed to be going live with my girl Mickey, but she actually is at the game right now. Well, she went to the game, and so she was gonna appear live with me from her phone, but she's having some connection issues out there, so I don't know if she's gonna be able to join me, but I hope that she can, because y'all know how Mickey and I do. We just vibe so well together, and there'll be a lot to talk about. This surprising blowout. Let me see if I can pull up the chat. Okay. What's up, Quetta? Glad to see you tonight. You may be the only one in my chat tonight, but that's okay. We can talk. Hopefully some other people join in, but I know it's like 1,000 content creators going live right now, so it's hard, but wow. Tonight I don't even have words really from what transpired tonight. Wow, this is not what I saw. Me too, girl. Like, I'm not as mad, as I thought. I'm just like, the word is just like dumbfounded. I'm just like lost for words. I don't even understand. Like, number one, the Cowboys just don't get blown out. If like we are known for a team, like we be losing sometimes, but we're always like in the game. So for us to get completely blown out tonight, and y'all know in the previous showings against the 49ers, it's always been close games. In both playoff games, it's been close games. And then we usually beat the 49ers in the season. I think Dak in season versus the 49ers is like 2-0 or 0-2. Yeah, it did seem very strange. I'm like, is this part of the NFL script? I just have no words for it tonight. Like, I don't really get, I know people want to throw around blame, right? Because it's easy. They're going to throw blame. They're going to say this is Dak's fault. I mean, everybody's going to say that. Obviously, Dak threw 3 picks tonight, but those 3 picks were literally when we were already down like 3 scores. I will start off and say this, like, the main Kellen McCarthy, dang, he's not playing, but yeah, like, I'm just not understanding at all the play calling. I didn't see any crossers. I didn't see any drags. I didn't see any dig routes. Like, it literally looked like Kellen Moore's game plan. Like, our wide receivers were covered the entire night. Like, you looked on the other side, and Shanahan had his guys wide open every play. And then you looked at us, and Dak was once again having to force balls. See, y'all were pissed at him because for the first three quarters, there was nobody open, so Dak wasn't forcing it. He's just like, no one's open. He's trying to scramble out. But, of course, y'all know Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw are the fastest, best linebackers in the league. Like, that's without question. So there was no scrambles happening tonight. Now, of course, we got to go back and review the all-22 because maybe there were some running lanes, but I really didn't see any wide open running lanes for Dak. Sure, he could have tried to escape the pocket, but he did try to escape the pocket, but they just ran his ass down because Dak is literally like a pet. When I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but I'm saying like speed-wise, he's like a Patrick Mahomes to Joe Burrow. He's not a Jalen Hurts or a Lamar Jackson where he's going to be able to capture the edge against those guys. So, like I said, we got to go back and watch the all-22 to see. Maybe there was some wide open running lanes, but I really did not see that in the game. But, of course, y'all know we only have like a limited view. this is true, Key. I mean, Mike just threw in the towel. Mike just straight up threw in the freaking towel at the end of that first half, which I kind of get it because I think he was just thinking like, okay, maybe we need a reset. Because the guys were literally playing hard, but it seemed like they were just too high emotionally. So I was hoping they were going to go in the locker room, settle down, then be able to come out with a bang. But I'm just now not getting what was going on tonight. I mean, there were several plays where I saw that they were running verticals, just straight up, like Kellen Moore, like straight up verticals against this quarter's defense. And Dak's only outlet was, Tony Pollard. Or y'all saw that with Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle, where they just were like literally the leak out hitch route, where you're just like the outlet if there's nobody open in the vertical routes. I don't know why we were running verticals against this defense. And then the first interception that Dak threw, he was like, well, why did you do that, Dak? And I'm like, well, he's trying to give his guys a chance. Now, honestly, I can't tell. It could have been Dak obviously overthrew Cooks, but Cooks really wasn't. He had a step on that guy, but Cooks wasn't like smoking that corner that was on him. I think that was Lenore that he was on. Like, he wasn't smoking him. He had a step. I think Dak obviously overestimated it, and then that safety just ended up coming over and getting the interception. Then the second interception, that's enough. First of all, CD cries so much for the ball, bro. But when Dak goes to you on that drive where Dak got the second interception, first down, he tries to get the CD. CD doesn't catch the ball. I think he's literally covered by, once again, covered by Fred Moore. Then Dak throws a slant to Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup doesn't catch it, bounces right off his hands, interception. Like, this is the type of shit that I've been talking about. Like, it's easy to criticize Dak, but his guys consistently do not show up for him in these big games. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what Kurtz was doing. Kurtz has not had... He's had a terrible... The past 3 games Kurtz has played has been pretty bad. I just don't understand. Like, again, like I said, you can criticize Dak, but there's only so much he can do, right? Like, Dak can't force his wide receivers to get separation. CeeDee Lamb was getting locked up by Isaiah Oliver. Who? Like, y'all want to talk about like who's elite, who's not elite. Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase. Josh Allen has Stephon Diggs. Jalen Hurts has AJ Brown, right? Like, there's nobody. Who else? I'm sorry. Herbert, he's got Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams got Herbert. He's got Keenan Allen. Like, these are like top of the line, supreme wide receivers. And it's games like this that make me think like maybe CeeDee Lamb, like, and I'm just speaking off the dome, but it makes me think like CeeDee. No, but you know what? It's easy to point the fingers at these wide receivers, but the calling was terrible today. We did not run no screens. We didn't run any screens tonight, guys. None. No wide receiver screens, no running back screens. That's one of the main things you have to do against this 49ers defense. Like, Mike had Dak in shotgun the whole night. Oh, my girl Nikki, maybe she's... Oh, let me see if she'll come in. Let me see if she can come in, but... Dak had, I mean, why would Mike have Dak in shotgun the whole night? Like, shotgun don't work against this 49ers defense. You can clearly see that on film. I don't be understanding how us as the fans, I don't get it. How us as the fans can see stuff that these coaches literally getting paid millions of dollars cannot see. In what world would doing shotgun, and then you're doing none of those short routes where you know those guys are just gonna sit on those routes. Like while we were throwing slants, it's like Mike don't know how to get his guys open. I gotta criticize Mike tonight. I gotta criticize him heavy because dang, it looked like Mickey's stuff is still loading and shit. But we might. It's 11:44, so late back here. Mickey might just have to go live with y'all tonight on her own, guys. But yeah, Key, like Fred was sitting on those routes. Like, I just don't know. Like, why would that be the game plan? Why would sitting in shotgun be the game plan? And then let's have a talk as well about Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard does not look the same at all. And see, it was a lot of people, a lot of content creators that kept trying to say, oh, it's not, it's not going to be any problem. I talked to the doctors. Everybody want to get doctors and stuff on his show and talk to them on Twitter and say, oh, it's not going to be any problem. Tony Pollard is not running the same. Mike McCarthy and Schottenheimer are hell-bent on making him the bell cow. I don't understand that. Now, could it be Jerry possibly? But I don't think so. At the end of the day, the move that Jerry and Stephen wanted to make this year is so they can win it. Like, Rico Dowdle had juice, but Mike gave him, let's look up how many freaking carries Rico Dowdle got. Like, I don't understand this shit. It just doesn't make sense. Like, this is just an embarrassing showing, like, from top to bottom. Let me see how many carries Rico got. Rico had, look at this showing from Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard had 8 carries for 29 yards. Rico got 5 carries for 15 yards. I mean, this is just flat out abysmal. Like, we have no running game. And I kept saying it. I kept tweeting. I kept saying, listen, guys, no quarterback looks elite. I know y'all throw that word around. Like, Patrick Mahomes was not elite against his 49ers. Y'all think I'm lying? Let's look. Y'all think I'm lying? Let's pull it up. I'm about to pull it right now. The Chiefs, versus 49ers Super Bowl. Score was 20-31. Let me pull it up. You should be able to pull up the game summary. Let's see here. Oh, thank God. See, the football guys is always on my side. Cause see, we'll pull up data to back up what I'm saying. Because a lot of y'all think I just be talking outside of my neck. Okay, let's look at this. Hopefully this works and I don't have to. All right, can y'all see y'all can see my screen, can't y'all? Hopefully y'all can see my screen. Yeah, it's here right now. This is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the 49ers Super Bowl. Let's look this over. So, let me take this off. Y'all said Dak not getting his footage. Maybe not. I'm telling y'all, Jerry about to hit the roof. Jerry about to hit the roof. He about to drag Mike McCarthy. If Jerry don't drag Mike McCarthy, he must really be a changed man because look at this, guys. This is Patrick Mahomes against the 49ers defense. 26 of 42, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. This is who Patrick Mahomes was against the 49ers defense. If we go and look, and let me pull it up. Obviously, you see here, running back, 104 yards, 17 carries, right? And I think he had Yeah, he had a touchdown, right? Like, this 49ers defense, and this is when Mahomes had Tyreek Hill 105 yards, right? And we see what Tyreek Hill is doing now with the Dolphins. I mean, Tyreek Hill is honestly making his case to be the best wide receiver in football right now. Just putting up crazy numbers. But y'all see that? Do y'all see this? Chiefs scored 7 points in the first, 3 points in the second, 0 points in the third, and literally were able to pull it through at the end. I want to see what Patrick Mahomes, I'm trying to see what his, that messed me up. Sorry, y'all. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to, this is the first time me working StreamYard, so I'm trying to, I usually do this on Restream, but I did it on StreamYard because I'm trying to get my girl Mickey in here. But I'm trying to see what was Patrick Mahomes. I need to gain summary. I'm trying to see what his let me see. Player stats. To see what Patrick Mahomes freaking, but look at this. Tyreek Hill had 105 yards, Sammy Watkins 98. Like, this type of stuff is crazy. I'm trying to see what Patrick Mahomes, the ESPN game summary for some reason not popping up for me right now, where it shows you like the QBR and all that stuff. Maybe I just gotta go lower. Hold on. Play by play. Yeah, it's not letting me pull the BS up right now. But anyway, like, I'm showing you to say, like, you got to be able to run the ball on this 49ers defense. Obviously, Damian Williams put up 104 yards, a touchdown, right? Like, you have to be able to run the ball and then get play action. That's the only way that you can beat this team. Like, that's the only way that you're going to beat this defense. You're not going to sit up here and just pass the ball all day over this defense. Patrick Mahomes only had 286 yards, guys. Like, that's my whole purpose of saying all this. Like, you're not going to, you can't pass all over this defense. And the game plan that Mike McCarthy and Schottenheimer drew up was it was literally like the exact same game plan. And this is why I'm saying, like, heads are gonna roll, because Jerry got rid of his guy and Kellen Moore because Mike was telling him that he was the answer. But then you come out and pretty much do you get beat worse than what Kellen Moore got beat. Dak Prescott throws more interceptions than what he threw under Kellen Moore versus his team. Like, this is the type of stuff that's just completely unacceptable, guys. Like, but I'm trying to show y'all stuff to show y'all, like, it's not, no quarterback is elite. I'm showing you Patrick Mahomes because he's the best quarterback in football. And not even he was freaking elite. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this back up. Not even Patrick Mahomes was elite against this freaking defense, bro. Like, it just don't happen. Patrick Mahomes, look at this, guys. I got it on the screen for y'all. Y'all see that QBR? 63.5. Y'all see that quarterback rating? 78.1. Like, y'all think I'm lying? Look at that. This is Patrick Mahomes versus the 49ers defense in the Super Bowl. 4 of 18 sacks, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, A 63.5 QBR, a 78.1 quarterback rating. That is horrible. That's horrible. I can go ahead. Let's look up. I'm gonna go ahead and look up. Like, these are Hall of Fame quarterbacks, just so y'all know. I gotta pull them up because I know it's easy to say, wow, that just can't be this team. He just sucks so bad. Okay, well, let's pull up the 49ers versus Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is undoubtedly first ballot Hall of Fame, right? 49ers versus Green Bay Packers. I think this was in 2021 because Green Bay Packers were the number 1 seed, I think. Let's see if I can find it. Was it 2021? No, that's the wrong thing. It's gonna be 20. No, it was. No, it might have been 2020. Ooh. Yeah, here it is. This is the divisional round. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Y'all give me a second. Yeah, I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, let me share my screen. And I appreciate y'all rocking me in. It is, Key. Like, a certain content creator has said that we've been running the same offense forever, and I'm starting to believe, like, I think we are too. I think we're running. We need a major overhaul. I thought Mike was going to change his offense up, but he hasn't really changed it much. But they kept telling us it was only going to be 20 to 30% change, because I don't know what the hell that was tonight, but that's not going to cut it. Golly, that y'all could just see, like, I don't even have the words really to say. I really don't, because this type of stuff is just crazy. But all right, here I am, share my screen. This is the 49ers versus Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers. And y'all remember, this is the year Aaron Rodgers got MVP. Yeah, this was after Aaron Rodgers one of his MVP seasons. Full box score. Aaron Rodgers, 5 for 20, sacked 5 times. QBR of 22.6. He only threw 225 yards on them with a 91.9 passer rating. Like, this is what this 49ers defense does to Hall of Famer, unquestionable first ballot Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Like, I really don't know how else to paint it to y'all and to spin it to y'all. So it's not some outlier. And remember, this is the game where Aaron Rodgers had, at the time, the best wide receiver in football in Devontae Adams. And this is even with Aaron Jones. Yeah, but you see what happened here? Aaron Jones could only put up 41 yards. You have to be able to run on this defense. If you can't put up at least 100 yards running the ball on this defense, you're going to lose the game. That's just plain and simple. You're going to lose the game. And once again, Tony Pollard, we only, as a total today, we only had 57 rushing yards. I mean, this is just really bad. But look at, even with Dak's 3 picks today, right? He's got a QBR higher than what Aaron Rodgers had. Of course, the rating is lower because Aaron Rodgers didn't throw any picks. But Aaron Rodgers threw no touchdowns, no interceptions. Like, y'all want to continue to talk about the failures of Dak Prescott, but really, you got to talk about the failures of this coaching staff. And I don't think I'm just only gonna stay on here about 5 more minutes, to be honest, because like I said, I don't really have much else to say about this. This is the first time I'm going live. It's supposed to be me and my girl Mickey, but she couldn't go live with me. But ultimately, guys, like, this coaching staff, it's just unacceptable for Mike McCarthy. It's unacceptable. And I don't want to hear about it's just the same song and dance. We got to be better. I should be better. No. This is a game that y'all should have had circled on your schedule, even before the schedule came out, because you knew where your opponents were going to be in season. Like before the season ended last year. And then you come in and this is what you have to show for it, Mike. This is what you have to show for it. Like, continuously using Tony Pollard as a bell cow back when he's not a bell cow back. I don't understand that. This is just, I don't know what to do. Like, how much can we keep saying use Hunter Lee? Use Deuce Vaughn. Use Rico Dowdle. We should have a running back committee, but they keep trying to make Tony Pollard the bell cow. And it's okay. I'm saying you can give Tony majority of the catches, or more, not majority, but more catches. I mean, more touches than the other ones. But to literally, no, he didn't lie. Now, I just proved that. I just proved that Mike lied, that he's a fake analytics guy. Now, he's not a fake analytics guy. He's a legit analytics guy. That's how he got into the NFL. But, no, he didn't did John Kuhn talking about Hunter Lee, did not use him at all. It's like, Mike, why are we facing the same problems where players aren't getting utilized? We don't know how to get them open. Like, today's NFL is no longer man beating man, right? If y'all follow Boss Cowboy, y'all know he plays that clip all the time from the playmaker, man beating man. It is system beating system. Shanahan's wide receivers were wide open. Every time I see any other freaking team, their wide receivers are wide open. But for some reason, it doesn't matter who our coach is or who our play caller is, our wide receivers are always covered. I don't get it. And shout out to my guy Kevin Olmstead on Twitter. He was like, Star, the only time we used motion was with Turpin and we scored a touchdown. Like, Mike used no motion at all. We weren't under center at all. Like, this is horrible. But the majority of the blame tonight is on Mike McCarthy and this offense. But we also got to talk about the defense. Like, can we seriously call this defense doomsday defense with the amount of points that they allowed tonight? Now, I will give you that Tony Pollard fumble and that touchdown. I do not put that on the defense. Right? And again, I know the defense was tired, guys, but no. When you're saying that you're a defensive-led team, that's what I feel like seriously. But when you say that this is a defensive team, this is a defensive-led team, we're the Baltimore Ravens, or we're the 2000 Ravens, or the 85 Bears. Those guys were on the field, and they won games for their team. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't even establish an identity because we can't even get a steady flow from either side of the ball. One day, the defense is holding teams to 0 to 3 points. The next day, they're giving up 4 to 5 touchdowns. Like, I don't know who this defense is. One day they're hot and one day they're not. One day they're the hot boys, one day they're not boys. Like, I don't get it. Dan Quinn, like, what are you doing? Then we got a cornerback problem. I saw Deron Bland go out. I don't know if there's been an injury report on him, but if Deron Bland is out, guys, we're in serious, serious trouble. Because now we're stuck in a position where Gilly is not going to be able to cover these young, shifty wide receivers. I don't know how many times I can say that. Yeah, then Quinn, but maybe Quinn needs to go. Guarantee you, Quinn leave Dallas, he ain't gonna be shit just like he wasn't shit in Atlanta. I'm not gonna sit here and hold words for Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was a horrible head coach, and y'all know that. Somehow people forget that. He was terrible head coach, right? And I don't see it's the same problems. And I'm like, I thought we had this problem figured out last year. I thought we figured out how to stop them, but then we can't stop them. Like, I don't know I don't get it. Like, is Dan Quinn the answer? Is Mike McCarthy the answer? Y'all want to ask, is Dak Prescott the answer? I said on Twitter, if Dak Prescott was on the other side of the ball, he wins this game and he looks just like Brock Purdy. Like, if you look at all the other quarterbacks in the league, they are not being asked to do what Dak Prescott is being asked to do. Even y'all saw today, Joe Burrow's been struggling. But guess what? He has an amazing game because he finally is able to open up his eyes and see Jamar Chase is literally always wide the fuck open. So he just throws it to Jamar Chase again, throws it to Jamar Chase again. And it's almost like our wide receivers, I don't see them fighting for the long ball either. Like, the deep ball Dak threw to Michael Gallup. Can't get no separation. CD's covered all night by some random cornerback. We don't even know. Isaiah Oliver. I think he used to play for the Falcons or something. We don't even know who he is. He's a journeyman. CD's locked up by him all game. Then you got Brandon Cooks. He's supposed to be our speedster guy, right? That's supposed to be our speedster. What's up, Dwayne Brown? Glad to see you. They better find the big. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Then we got Brandon Cooks. You're supposed to be the blowing the roof off of these guys. And even freaking up Chris Collinsworth said it. He was like, yeah, he had a step, but it wasn't like he was wide open. Like, I think there was even a play where Fred Warner was almost running stride for stride with Brandon Cooks. Did y'all see that play? Did y'all see that play when Fred Warner was, Chris Collinsworth literally said it. He said Fred Warner was literally running stride for stride with Brandon Cooks. I'm like, are these players just not as good as we think they are? Like, I don't get it. It's really making me rethink this personnel that we got too. Somebody said, I think, shout out to my guy Rome, he said it may be rebuild time. And I'm like, Rome, I honestly may be with you on that. Because these players as well, like, y'all can't even get separation. Like, Brandon Cooks, it was one thing when last year CD got covered by Fred Warner. But Brandon Cooks, you getting covered by Fred Warner? You're supposed to be our deep ball guy. You can't even get separation on DeMondre Lenore. Like, who the hell is DeMondre or Lamar, whatever his name is, Lenore? Who is that? And every time I see Brandon Cooks, he don't even look. Don't Brandon Cooks every time he get the ball just look like he's some rookie out there? Like, he don't look like a vet to me. He don't look like with that fire and that energy. He don't look like that. He just always looking like, okay, glad I got the ball, glad I caught it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. We didn't barely, how many times did we target Ferguson? Only 3 times tonight. Why? I don't know. Ferguson went 3 for 3. We only targeted him 3 times. I mean, this is terrible, guys. Like, this was a really bad showing. This was like one of the worst beatdowns. Yeah, they had 2 Michael Parsons at linebacker. I mean, this was a horrible game from everyone, top to bottom. I don't care how you try to spin it. This wasn't a good game well, you know, the only person I can say had a good game, LBE. Surprise to fucking prize, because Sorry, I'm cussing a little bit tonight, but I'm a little bit upset. But like, surprise, surprise, everybody craps on LVE, but once again, he has a great game against a team that we've yet to show that we can beat. Y'all spend all that time making all them videos about LVE, but when it comes time for our leaders on defense to show up, they don't show up. And they just sit there on the sideline like sad puppies screaming at each other like this stuff is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I do agree with that. San Fran has the linebackers that Dallas been needed. I don't know what's going on with my guy, Damone. Like, he's not impacting the game like he was even last year. Like, maybe we got to look at this Scott McCurley guy that they done rolled in here. Scott freaking McCurley. We got rid of our guy in George Edwards and got Scott McCurley, and now our linebackers are looking kind of sus. Like, I don't know what else to do. But tonight's just unexplainable. Dan Quinn got his ass handed to him. Mike McCarthy got his ass handed to him. Dwayne Brown, you said you officially out on deck? Okay. That's fine. I'm not arguing with nobody tonight about Dak Prescott. I'm not. If y'all out on deck, y'all can be out on deck. That's fine. I mean, I can't sit here and I mean, with that blowout, I just don't even have words today. Like, y'all can blame that, but I just sit here and show that nobody looks good. Here, I showed y'all showed them earlier. You can go back and show Dwayne, but guess what? Not even Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers looks good against this defense. Sorry. And those are quarterbacks that y'all say are way out of Dak Prescott's league, right? Don't even mention them in the same sentence. But honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. The only way that Dak Prescott, for sure. I mean, but here's the thing is, guys, if Dak doesn't get extended, there's only two solutions. Oh, look at my girl Mickey. I think she finally made it back to the. Let me see if I can add her in there. I'm gonna wait because I see her in the back, but it looked like her picture kind of stopped again. So, oh no, Dwayne, you must not. You must came in late. I said today was demoralizing. We got demoralized on all fronts. The team just gave up. The team gave up tonight. Let me see. Mickey, can I get you in the show, Mickey? She's back at the hotel. She shouldn't be having no Wi-Fi issues. But oh no, we got our asses handed to us, Dwayne. I'm not mincing words tonight. We got our ass handed to us. Dak Prescott got his ass handed to him for the third time in a row. Tony Pollard looks sus as hell. Tony Pollard don't look like Tony Pollard no more at all. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. He don't look right. He don't have that burst no more. He don't have the shiftiness no more. He don't have it no more. He don't look good. We don't use any of our other running backs. Hunter Luepke got 0 carries today. Rico Dowdle only got how much did Rico only get? 5. Tony Pollard actually only got 8 carries, but you know why? Why we didn't get much time, guys? Because let me look at what's the thing they say? Time of possession. Let's look at the time of possession today. 49ers, 37 minutes. Dallas 22. Oh, looks like Mickey. Okay, looks like she's good. Woo! What's up, Mickey? Was able to get back to the hotel?
Yes, finally, I was.
Awesome. We excited tonight. Yeah. We got
man. I thought it was gonna be a good game. I thought he was gonna show up, man. But they just didn't look ready, really, from the. I ain't gonna say from the beginning, but I mean, you saw the penalties really early on the first drive, Like it's like, come on, guys, again. Almost like a repeat of the Arizona Cardinals game.
Yeah, it was like penalties. Dwayne said, "What's up, Mickey?"
Hey, what's up, Dwayne? How you doing, fam?
The
How everybody doing tonight? What's up? What's up?
What I felt like was that's true, Key. I felt like because in the first half, it seemed like the guys really wanted it, right? So they were trying to play with a lot of intensity. But then, so I was hoping, I said, well, maybe they're just too overly emotional. They'll be able to settle down and come back out swinging in the second half.
That's what I thought too.
And I just have. What were you seeing? You mean you was at the game? What were you seeing for our wide receivers? Were they wide open and Dak was just missing them? Like, give us the run.
I mean, I will say those 2 times that Dak that Cooks got open. I will say that was on Dak. Like the first time when Cooks actually caught the ball and he went out of bounds, I wish that Dak wouldn't. I don't want to say I wish he wouldn't have waited so long to throw the ball, but it seemed like when he finally did throw it, like it was up, and then maybe Cooks could have kept going up the field by going towards the sideline. But I did kind of see that, and when they kind of reined it back, it kind of seemed like Cooks was going this way, towards the sideline. I got of course to catch the ball, but of course by the time he catch the ball, his feet were out of bounds. So it's like the ball floated forever. And then of course it just looked like it was overgrown. You know what I'm saying? Like it was over Cook's head, and that Cooks is already. I mean, not that this size is against him, but he's already short. So he threw the ball like that. Like it seemed like in the second half, like he was just lobbying them up. Like he was just like they were just doing whatever in the second half. Like that's really what it seemed like. Especially like on the side that I was on, and the way like I think it was a third interception where I think it was like a third tip pass that ended up being an interception that was so close to, we were already in our own territory. So it was just like the way Dak just kind of threw it up. It just seemed like he was just like they were just like he was just doing whatever at that point.
Yeah, because
that's really when I started getting like frustrated. Like do we not come back when they fight? You know what I mean? Like it just made the guys like just seem defeated.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because first of all, I'm like, when Dak threw the first interception, that was the second interception. It bounced off of Mickey, your connection. Can you go out and try to come back in?
I got you.
Okay. I don't know why the connection. I think she'll go out, come back in. But what was I saying? Now that first pick, I don't know, Key, because you're like, why was he smirking after that? I think he just probably didn't believe that, because basically what it looked like to me is it was overthrown, and then that safety that probably was like, what are the fucking odds that gets interception? That safety just made great ground and intercepted it. Because if anything, typically when you do that, it's just you overthrew it, you live to see another down. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, that interception that was on but Mickey been able to go live on there. She did a show earlier today. It was not giving her no problems. Let me see. But anyway, that second interception that Dak threw, which it bounced off of MG's hands, what I was trying to understand is, then they go back to the slant. I'm like, why are we throwing slants? We are down by 3 touchdowns. Why are we throwing slants in the quarter's defense? Like, what are we doing? Let me see if this works. All right, Mickey.
Hey, what's up, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why your connection, the hotel Wi-Fi just tripping, but we're going to try to just rock it out anyways.
All right.
Yeah, because you were in the show. You did a show earlier. It was no problem.
Yeah, it was straight earlier.
Yeah,
it was straight earlier.
Yeah, I think
it's clear on my end. It doesn't seem choppy.
It don't seem choppy on your end. It seems choppy on mine, but I don't know why. All right, we're just gonna rock out. But
Yeah, I
you
saw
said
that comment by Davis about Dak smirking after the interception. Like my dad said, he saw the same thing on the broadcast. It seemed like Dak was smiling after the second. He said it seemed like he was smiling after the second interception. That's crazy. He said that.
yeah, that's true. He was smirked. He smirked after the first one and the second one and the third one. I think Dak was just like, you know, sometimes some people when they get mad, all they can do is laugh. You know. I think sometimes, like, you can't even believe, like, what the fuck. I think Dak was just like, I can't believe what the fuck is happening tonight. Like, because even in his press conference, he was like, because I said at the beginning of the show, I said, we don't get blown out. Like, we have not gotten blown out. They said since Wade Phillips was the head coach. Like, we never get blown out, like, ever. Like, we have tough games, but we're always in it. We got dog walks tonight.
Yeah,
like
we got manhandled. We got manhandled.
Yeah, like that don't happen to us ever. So I think like you're just shocked. Like what can you like? The fans was shocked. Like to me, I was like, I just can't even believe what I'm even seeing or what's going on. I don't understand the play calling. Another thing, guys, let's talk about it. Mike didn't call. Anybody know why Mike didn't call any screens today?
None. Not one star. Not one. And really, like, in real talk, we barely saw Rico in there outside. He went in there when he went out before him. He went out for returns.
Rico only got 5 touches tonight. I saw us running verticals out there. I saw us running verticals, bro.
Right.
Where was the process?
I don't know. I don't understand if they're like. I don't understand if they're purposely running Tony into the ground and for what? I don't know. But I'm not understanding their plan for Tony right now. Like
me either. And Tony don't look right. Tony don't look like Tony.
Like
he's not shifty. He can't escape no more. He can't. You know, Tony used to do his spinning out of tackles. He's not doing none of that.
Yeah. Like, you very rarely pick a mistake, but I don't think we really saw fumbles from him like that.
No. And he fumbled. That fumble was what made them go up. What was they up 2 or 3 scores? No, 2 at that point.
Yeah.
After he fumbled.
Yeah.
I think it was just one score at that point, and then when he fumbled, it was right there in their end zone. So then they went up to 2 scores. Yeah, like, and I don't put that on the defense because it's very hard for a defense to stop a team, you know, once they're in the red zone. But then I have questions about this defense. I'm like, this defense is confusing to me because one second they're holding teams to 0 to 3 points.
Right.
And then the very next second, it's like they can't stop a nosebleed. They can't stop nothing.
Right. I agree with you. Like they look like and not even they look when we played the Cardinals. Like it's just they just look like a completely different team out there. They look defeated. They look confused. There was one play where they were almost barely on the defensive side. They were almost barely set. I think it was like the second drive.
That happened a lot of times tonight.
I think, like it seemed like on one, like Michael wasn't even always set, and like then they converted, of course, for the first down. It's like they didn't seem like they were together, like at all.
And then the conversion when they literally had the pass interference, I think, or not pass interference, I think it was holding or something that knocked San Fran back to like 3rd and 15, and then they let them convert that.
Yeah, they ended up going right back to the position they had before. It was the big plays they allowed. I've never seen so many big plays allowed on like you mentioned on how the defense looked so different and so many big plays made on them.
like, it was bad. It was just big play after big play after big. I was telling them, I said the difference between Shanahan, his wide receivers was wide open the whole game.
Right.
Like, y'all want to talk about how great
from Ayuk to Kittle to Debo.
They were all wide open. Like, you want to talk about, I was like, Mike is like, he can't scheme our guys open because every single pass I saw is highly contested. In the first half, the guys are locked up, so Dak's not forcing it because they're not open. It's like the guys can't just win on their routes. But I'm like, if you want to be a play caller in today's league, Mike, you got to scheme the guys open.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie to you, Star. I was getting
nobody open.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was getting mad at McCarthy out there, and you can hear it amongst the fans behind me and in front of me. Like, it just, in my head, I was just like, you did all this talk. Star, he did all this talk about Kellen. That was his main, and we understood because we saw that Kellen was at that point the problem. But it's like, if you're coming with not necessarily the same plays, but you're not you're not adjusting to what's like you said, the wide receivers aren't being schemed open. Like, Dak is having trouble, and I'm not saying having trouble in the pocket, but if he can't find these guys open, he's taking sacks. Like, it's just something like you said, nothing, like, it's just not working. Like, something is not connecting with him.
Something's not working. Like, I don't know what it was, but our guys was locked. They were showing on film. CeeDee Lamb was locked up by what's his name? I can't remember his name. Isaiah.
I think he was on. I thought Ward was on him.
No, it wasn't Ward. They showed it. They showed it on film. It wasn't Ward. It was Isaiah. Oh my God, what's that boy's name? Hold on, let me look it. I'm at the hospital right now. It was Isaiah. I think he used to be a Falcon. He's a journeyman guy.
Oh, Oliver?
Isaiah Oliver.
Oh, that you talking about? Oh my gosh, wow.
Isaiah Oliver had CeeDee. They were showing, and they were like, CeeDee's getting frustrated because he had him locked up.
Wow.
Then they were showing plays.
And a lot of the guys on defense was making plays. Even later in the game, Odom had an interception. I'm like, who was
Odom? They lost that. They had Fred Warner was covering everybody. All the intermediate stuff, Fred Warner covered himself. Then Chris Collinsworth showed a play. Fred Warner is going down the field, almost stride for stride with Brandon Cooks.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yes. I can't lie. Warner was on 100 tonight. I can't lie. That dude, and my thing was like, I was kind of like, why aren't we doing that to them? Like, they had us running sideline to sideline, Star, sideline to sideline, sideline to sideline. I'm like, why aren't we doing that? And the plays that we are doing that on, they're getting shut down. They're not going anywhere. And they keep going to TP. It's like TP is not getting to the edge.
He's not getting to the edge. He can't get to the edge.
He can't.
He's running him to the edge. And I'm like, why can't we? You can't. I said the best way to run against the 49ers is to run at them. Greenlaw and Fred Warner are too fast. They are built for sideline to sideline. So the best way you should just try to push him off the ball and go forward.
And what did Rico do? What did Rico do? 5-yard gain, 5-yard gain, 5-yard gain. But why are we not seeing Rico? Why are we not using Rico?
The way I'm not gonna lie to you. And CeeDee want to be mad. He mad after the game, talking about, we not worried about the offense. We just need to score a touchdown. Well, how are we gonna score a touchdown if you're not getting open?
Right.
Like, get open, because your quarterback don't want to force the ball to you, because every single time he do that shit, which he had to do tonight because we was down, what is it? Tip ball, because that second interception, he throws the ball to CeeDee don't catch it.
Right.
Then he tried to jam it into Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup can't catch an interception.
Right. Trying to go over the Cooks. Interception. It's just like
Like y'all can't
eventually he's gonna get to a point where he wants to force it, where he has to. Well, I ain't gonna say has to force it, but if you're down, you're trying to get points.
You're trying to force it. At this point, you're like, okay, let me just see if my guys can make a play. And what do the wide receivers always do? They can't come up with it when it really matters. And that's the type of shit that really pisses me off.
Right.
I get so tired of that type of stuff. Thank you so much. I think that was Dwayne. You send me a cash up. I appreciate that.
Hey, shout out to Dwayne. Thanks, fam. Yes, Tavis. Yes. Like he's really looking like Kellen McCarthy out there.
It's unacceptable for Mike tonight. Now
it's unacceptable.
Because I did that whole series on Mike and how much I love Mike and how great of a coach he is.
Right.
But this tonight, I don't even have words for this.
Yeah.
We hadn't lost this bad. We didn't even lose this bad under the Jason Garrett era.
Right. And that's really saying something for real. Because all the hate he had for all them years. Yeah, that was that's one of my biggest disappointments tonight. Is in the play calling.
The play calling was terrible. It was just terrible from top to bottom.
Almost seemed like no variety. Like
no drags, no crossers, no screens. Every time I'm seeing vertical routes or some slants.
And then towards the end, we're checking down to Ferguson. I mean, it's working. I ain't mad at it. Go ahead. But I mean, is that all we have? Is that all we have? Checking down to Ferguson.
Thank you, Dwayne. You have a good night, brother. Appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you.
But this type of stuff is, I'm just dumbfounded because I put people so down on that. But I was like, listen, y'all. I went and showed, this is, hold on. Aaron Rodgers game versus the 49ers. This is what he did against the 49ers. 22.6 QBR. 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That's what your first ballot Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers did.
Right.
Then I pulled up, and that's when Aaron Rodgers had the best wide receiver in football, and he just came off of that MVP. This was Aaron Rodgers' MVP season. Right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then I said, okay, well, let's look at, Then I looked at Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Because that's the only team that really been able to defeat the 49ers, right? Because even the 49ers last year, if Brock Purdy actually was in, they likely beat the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got lucky, though. Now, the Eagles could have, because one thing the Eagles can do is run that damn ball.
Yes.
So it could have still been a close game, but it wouldn't have been a blowout or whatever. That game could have been like up in the air, but there was no guarantee that Philly was going to beat the 49ers head on. Then I said, okay, well, look at this. This is Patrick Mahomes versus the 49ers. 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Hold on. Let's go for that. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yep.
4 sacks.
4 sacks. Yeah, man. Look.
63.5 QBR and a 78.1 passer rating. Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I really think that's where, I'm not gonna say where it was all won tonight, but I think that's where it started. Because we knew going into this matchup it's gonna start and end in the trenches, and their O-line, and of course we know the defense is fast and powerful, but they definitely won the battle.
We had no pressure on Brock Purdy tonight.
None. I don't understand,
and for some reason Dan Quinn kept blinding Micah over Trent Williams, and this is the shit that is it Micah saying that because his ass, I want to be lined up against the best. Are you? And Dan Quinn, you're dumb enough of defensive coordinator to say, okay, yeah, let's put him on Trent Williams. Yeah, that's a good idea. No. Man. We're trying to win football games. This is not to feed Micah Parsons' ego because he want to go against the best and prove he can beat the best.
Right, and like you said before, did Wanye get his snaps on defense today? Because I don't think I saw him out there.
He was out there.
Until late. Was he out
He
there?
was out there, but I don't know how many snaps he got.
Cause I feel like I saw Dono out there a lot. And
Dono was out there. Wanye didn't. Whenever Wanye was on the field,
yeah,
he had pass breakups on Christian McCaffrey and stuff. But
right, and some tackles too.
Yeah, and tackles. Actually, that play where they gave Curse, which I don't agree with that call, but they had gave Curse the.
Oh my gosh! He had
the call.
I think it was because I missed it because of the crowd noise, but he had like two calls on him in the same play. Like one was I don't know if it was unsportsmanlike or something like that. One was unsportsmanlike, and the other one was like, I don't know if it was unnecessary roughness or something like that, but they said he was standing over him, and I was like, I saw him standing over, but he wasn't barking at him or nothing like that. And
he literally just like looked down on him. I think he did something like this, like something like
yeah, like all he did was tackle him and then walked over. I'm like, come on, man. Like, and that's one thing. I don't like blaming it on the refs, but I will say there was some calls out there that they made that were questionable, and for our side too that they didn't call. Of course, like when they tackled TP out of bounds. When the dude tackled Turpin out of bounds,
yeah,
like,
they didn't call none of that. They didn't call any of that.
The intentional grounding by Purdy on that, so-called third and long.
They said technically they showed it on the screen. They said he was out of the box. He had one foot. He had one foot on the line that was like outside of the box. So they said, that's why they didn't call it.
Oh my gosh!
Because they don't even have Wanye stats on here, but I know he did play.
Yeah, I saw him out there late.
Obviously, he didn't play that much though.
Yeah, man. It's just wow. I saw Bell out there a good amount. I saw Bell out there.
Bell was out there. Yeah. He was out there. Yeah. This was
and one thing, and like I just thought of LVE right there. Hopefully everybody that got nicked up tonight is okay, because there was a lot of guys that came out the game. That's one thing I don't like about this game is the amount of guys that came out either nicked up. And we saw Deron Bland. I think they said he was dealing with cramps. Turpin went out. I think he twisted his ankle.
Yeah, Turpin's foot is messed up.
Yeah, we saw Irish go down. Man, yeah. Like I said, LVE.
He was able to come back in, but I'm like, we still don't know about these injuries. And exactly what Keyson's saying. Micah was not on San Fran weak side at all.
Yeah, at all. And
that's their weak side is their right. You had him lined up over Trent Williams the whole game, Dan Quinn. Why?
And then why not adjust? Even if you go in, you realize you're wrong. You realize it's not like you mentioned earlier. You go in, you realize it's not working. Like, why not adjust that at second half? Like, I don't know what they went in and talked about at second half, but it's like even after the second half, it's when they came out defeated. Like when they saw the quarterlines go up that one more score, I think in the third quarter. I think it's when the guys checked out. I really think it's when the guys
checked out.
I think they checked out. Like, all right, yeah.
The team gave up completely.
Yeah.
LVE for sure had his best game.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, you're looking at the stats of some of our key players, and it's really not good. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence only 4 total tackles, not even one single solo.
Oh my gosh.
Where the hell is Micah at on this list? Micah, no tackles for loss, just 4 total tackles, 1 solo. No pass deflection, no QB hits.
No QB hits? None?
None. Only people who got QB hit, Jerron Curse. Curse got a QB hit, Osa. That's it.
I thought I saw, maybe it was McCaffrey. I thought I saw Bland out there too get a hit on Purdy, but I guess not. Dang.
No. That's not on the stat sheet.
That's crazy. No QB hits for Micah. And that's one thing, just like you said, the defense as a whole was just, I mean, like it just, talking about Dan Quinn is one thing, and then talking about how the defense played is just another. Like they just, like I don't know, say yeah, they just got their tails handed to him. I can't lie. And then like
they got their ass handed to him.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I was like, yeah, I can understand. You're like, okay, well the defense is tired, but this is what separates good from great to elite defenses.
Right.
Because when you have team, and for everybody who was trying to say Dak getting carried by this defense, shut the fuck up. Because no, he doesn't.
Please.
Because this defense, like I said, this defense is not no doomsday. They're not the 95 Bears. They're not the 2000 Ravens. They're not.
None of
But
that.
them
None of
niggas,
that.
them guys, sorry, YouTube don't have me.
Yeah,
them
yeah.
guys,
And before I even jumped on here, I saw Koye tweet out, and I agree with him. I saw him tweet out, I don't want to hear no more talking to defense from Micah and none of them, D-Law and none of them. The way they play, it's one thing to play that in one quote unquote. We needed a wake up call against the Cardinals, but to play like that, like I don't care who they were playing tonight, to play like that.
It's flat out embarrassing. It's flat out embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, never can get. They got us one turnover, but in terrible field position.
Right. And then to not capitalize off it, it's like, come on, y'all know y'all needed some kind of spark. And I did like seeing that they were deflecting a lot of passes at the line. I did like seeing that, but it's like, and those were big moments. I did like that. Those were big moments.
Yeah, and it wasn't multiple people. It was Hankins who was deflecting those passes at the line.
Oh, wow. And he's good at okay, I'm glad you said that.
Hankins had 2 or 3 pass deflections, but nobody else deflected passes.
Man.
They were getting
and Hank was getting in there too. Hank was getting in there too on McCaffrey. He was all right on McCaffrey. I like him there.
It was just, I mean, today was just horrible from top to bottom.
Yeah.
This was a horrible, horrible defeat. And for Mike, the way he dragged Kellen through the mud.
Yes.
And for him to come up and put up less points than Kellen did.
Yeah.
And your defense gives up 42 points.
You can't say nothing.
I said, don't be surprised, y'all, if Jerry start talking crazy. And you know what? I can't blame him because Mike.
He did it to himself. He did it to himself.
Everybody's gonna be mad at Jerry. Don't be mad at Jerry because Jerry did what Mike told him to do.
Right.
And this is what happened. You lose worse. Mike may have really screwed himself with this loss.
Yeah.
Like bad.
And that's a great point.
Because now you're giving front office what they love to do is to start meddling.
Yep.
And
then next thing they're gonna start passing the buck and say, "Oh well, Mike said this, Mike said that.
And
we thought Mike was gonna do this, and
they're gonna start throwing you under the bus. And Mike better hope, he better pray to God that his team don't lose against them Chargers next week. Because I think that's all Jerry needs to pull the plug and blow up everything.
Right. Because there was a lot, like they said going into this game, there were a lot of stipulations on this game. Not
a lot.
A lot.
This was a huge game.
Yes,
everybody clearly said this was not just another game. And shout out to Michael Gelkin. He was like, what's sad is it's not that just the 49ers are better than the Cowboys. They're showing that they're light years better than y'all.
Right.
Like the gap is huge. Like we knew there was a possibility y'all was gonna lose, but we thought that it was at least gonna be coming down to the wire.
Right.
Y'all straight up gave up and gave in against these boys.
Yeah. When they kept having them back-to-back turnovers, it's just like, and you can see
back-to-back turnovers, back-to-back 3 and outs. That's the shit we went with Kellen Moore. Our first three or four drives was. Let me look at it. You can look at how many punts there was. Literally,
they were barely getting out their own territory.
First drive, punt. First drive, 3 and out. Second drive, 3 and out. We only got a yard. Our first 2 drives.
It was bad.
Third drive, fumble. Tony Pollard. Fourth drive, punt. 5th drive, touchdown. 6th drive, punt. 7 drives, Mike just gave up and threw in the towel. He just let the clock run out.
Right.
First drive, second half, field goal. Second half of the second quarter, interception. Third drive, interception. Fourth drive, interception.
That's and that you could tell. You could see it, man. When as soon as the picks happen, you look at the sideline, it's just like you can see the defense like they just that side is like you can see it on them. You can see it on them.
This was bad.
It was,
This was
yeah,
bad. And like, there's no help. There was no help. That's what I'm
none.
saying. This is what I hate about these games, right? You know, there's gonna be people. I said today, I think Dwayne, he was like, I'm out on deck. I said, that's fine. You know, you could be out on deck. I was like, that's fine. I'm not gonna sit here and defend Dak tonight, but I'm not
Yeah,
defending nobody. I'm not
yeah,
defending Dak, not defending Micah, not defending Dan Quinn, Mike McCarthy, not defending nobody because everybody completely wet the bed tonight.
yeah, yeah. I agree, and that I understand them taking accountability and things like that, but like it's one thing to say, oh, I can do this. Okay, that's one thing, you know, people I'm sure don't want to hear in the press conference. Oh, it starts with me, and I gotta do better.
It's the same shit. Don't nobody want to hear that.
There's gotta be a point where you
Mike,
change.
we need to do better. We need to be better, and we're clearly further than what I thought.
Right.
Okay,
Like when
Mike.
does it start translating on the field? You know what I mean? Like when do you start, or even within the game? Like when do you? And that's one thing I just want to see, like just some intensity, even on the, like I mentioned earlier, on the sideline. Like who's on the sideline? You know, getting these dudes asses.
That's another thing. We
On.
seem to not have any emotional leaders this year, but I think maybe because we don't have no emotional leaders. Not from the coaches, not from the players. Like when we are losing, everybody's just sitting there by themselves, mad.
Right.
There's
Right.
no one saying, "Hey, like pick it up. Like we need to lock in."
Yes,
Curse was
exactly.
that guy
You never
last
see
year.
that.
Curse was that guy last year. He's not that guy no more.
Right.
Because his
Right.
play has sucked. So maybe he feel like he got to shut up. Because
Yeah,
his play
yeah.
haven't been good.
Right. Yeah. I know. I feel you, and I wish we. I know Dak isn't necessarily that dude, but I wish he just had even going but down the sideline saying, "Come on, guys, we got to pick this up. You know how we gonna do this? This, that,
He
and
don't.
third." Like
Like,
gather the
Dak don't
guys
be
around.
saying
Like,
nothing across the sideline. But I think Dak is also like, how can I say pick it up when I ain't put? But you need to be screaming at your offense.
Yeah.
I'm screaming at my wide receivers. Get open.
Yeah. Like for
Get
real.
open. I'm screaming at Terrence Steele. Block.
Man.
Block
Man.
so I can get the ball off.
And that's one thing I hate to see, like our O-line out there. We finally got our starting five out there. And what do we like? We've been waiting this whole time. Since they said 2021 since we had our starting five. And this is the kind of game we have.
Absolutely nothing.
We did absolutely nothing with our starting five. We've been wanting for a year and a half.
Tony Pollard had 8 carries for 29 yards.
Wow. It's wild. And I don't think we saw any pass attempts. Like we was talking about like trying to get him open, trying to get him on some. I don't want to say trick plays, but you know, getting some other touches other than carries.
It was 4. He had 4 receptions for 5 targets, but it was just short stuff. You know, It was mostly dump offs.
Yeah,
like basically nobody was open downfield, so Dak was just dumping it off there.
Okay. Yeah. And we ain't seen no after last week of Lipke scoring a touchdown. I know we didn't really reach the red zone like that, but I don't know.
Still use him. You don't have to just only use him in the red zone. He's the guy that was dynamic at North Dakota State.
Right.
I was like, it seemed like we back to the same problem. We don't know how to use our weapons. We don't know how to use our weapons. We don't know how to get them open.
I don't get it. Like, what happened to we should have a call sheet for all of our playmakers on this, that, and the third.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that?
I don't get it. Like, yeah, we ain't seen we saw Deuce in there, but we saw him at a punt return, but even when he was getting, it was late in the game, granted.
It was way late in the game. He got 3 carries for 7 yards. It's like Mike don't know how to scheme Deuce over.
Yes. That's what's really where it started.
We had that good play where we did an end around with Brandon Cooks. Why didn't we go back to that? Why didn't we try end rounds with CeeDee Lamb? End rounds with Turpin?
Thank you.
Like, what is with the play calling? We had Dak under shotgun the whole game. Why? You're basically telling the 40. Chris Cosworth was saying Fred Warner. He knows the keys from the offensive line. So he knew He knew at all times when we were passing and running.
Wow. And those are huge things. Like, and then we heard that from Devin White when he was on the Bucks.
Yeah.
Talking about something, we knew what they were going to do. But why do we keep having this pattern of other teams, other players from other teams telling us that they know what we're going to do? And this whole thing of, oh, well, we well, that was going to be an issue last week with Zeke coming in and Will Greer coming in. Oh, well, that's the thing when people go to other teams, we deal with that all the time. We that's not really a problem. We change stuff up. We know how to avoid that. So why do teams still know what we're going to do?
Somebody, one of the content creators said we haven't changed. I didn't want to believe it, but I said, you know what, you might be true. They was like, we haven't changed our offense.
Nope.
In years.
Nope.
Like, we've been running the exact same offense. And it's like, Mike, like, you're supposed to be bringing drags, crossers, bigs. This is supposed to be a West Coast offense. So it's supposed to be all intermediate routes.
Right.
We're supposed to be doing play action. We didn't do barely any play action tonight because Dak wasn't under center at all.
Man. And I hated seeing that. I hated seeing that they were only going deep when it got
literally it was far. Like deep or dump offs.
Yeah, it was nothing in between. It was nothing in between.
No intermediate. This has been a pattern now for Mike these past couple of games. He's not. The West Coast offense is supposed to be intermediate routes.
Right.
Not short, not slants. You can do slants, but not against this 49ers defense.
Right. Exactly. And the only time you want to go deep is when you're panicking and it's third and long.
Right.
And
like there was no mesh route, no pick plays, nothing. Like no creativeness at all.
None.
The one time we had motion was with Turpin and we scored on that touchdown. We scored on that drop. And it's like, Mike, go back to that. Why we telling Mike the same shit we was telling Kellen Moore?
Exactly. You see something working and you don't go back to it. You see a playmaker and you don't go back to that playmaker. You don't go back to it. I understand not wanting to show too much, but hell, if you don't want to show too much.
No, this is the game. You show everything. You put everything on the line tonight.
Yeah, I feel you.
We needed to win this game tonight.
Yeah, we did. We really did.
We needed to win this game tonight.
Yeah.
Now we even if we go far, which nobody's saying we're not going to be a playoff team. Everybody, we know we're going to be a playoff team, but now we have to go with the same fear in our hearts. Again, we beat this damn team, and they get to play loose. It's like they play tonight.
Right.
They're loose again. They're laughing again. They're doing all of this type of stuff again. So now you got to go into playoffs. Now you're more nervous because you know if I lose, I go home.
Exactly.
Like, everybody was talking about this. The playmaker. We needed to win this game tonight to prove that we could beat this team.
Exactly. And now
we don't care about the Eagles. We know we can beat the Eagles. We don't care about them. We can beat the Vikings, the Lions. We don't care about none of them teams. We can beat all of those teams.
Yep.
We have to beat the 49ers if we ever want to get to the Super Bowl. And once again, we can be worse.
Right. And the guys are going to have that constant. Now they're going to have that constant mental hurdle coming into the 49ers
and
now. Now it's going to be a whole thing. Can you really ever beat them?
David Hellman was like, I really don't know how you. He was like, he said, that's what I said. He said, yeah, we're going to make playoffs and all this stuff. He said, I don't really know how you scrub this stench off your team.
Right. And just like you said, you got the Chargers coming here next week. Like,
there's no way to fix this, bro. Like the only way you fix this is to beat them in playoffs.
Yeah.
But what's the likelihood of that happening?
Because they're only going to get better. If
that's what I'm saying. They're only going to get better, and you better hope they don't make no more pushes for. Say they freaking make a trade for Pat Surtain or somebody like that. Man. We are screwed.
Man. Right.
We are screwed.
Right, because
they don't make no plays, no real trade for nobody, or we are screwed.
Right, because like we were saying earlier, the names on the names on the DBs, like we don't know who these guys are. Even, and they made a big thing about Lenore possibly being a target coming into this game.
They couldn't even get open. Y'all want to talk about Lenore, but Michael Gallup can't get open versus Ward. Brandon Cooks can't get open versus Lenore.
Right. It really just got ridiculous tonight. The way these guys played.
Like I don't know how to feel about after tonight.
Yeah.
Now if we lose against the Chargers, bro, like
Right.
All hell is gonna start breaking loose.
I'm with you on that. I am with you on that because I used like you said, it just made me feel. It made me feel like you said. I don't know how to feel about Dak. I don't know how to feel about the defense. If we're ever gonna get the offense going properly, it's one thing to go from week one to week 2 to week 3. Like, oh, we're still early. Oh, we got a new scheme. Oh, we're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. It's week 5. Like, if you don't have it together by week 5, you get into the second quarter.
I'm gonna say it. This offense is way too conservative.
Yeah.
And it's not the offense that we can have because our defense isn't this vaunted defense that we think we have. Where we can literally just rely on our defense. That is not this team.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We cannot rely on this defense. Because this defense will show you some games they'll show up and show out, and the next game is big play after big play after big play after big play.
Yep.
You can't rely on this defense, and Mike has built this offense to literally rely on the defense.
On them. Yeah, literally. Like you said, like
these long methodical drives. You know, long drives, you go down, you score a touchdown, you score a field goal, your defense rests, they can stop stop the plays, get your offense back on the field. But this defense has shown that it's not that, bro.
Right.
And I don't think it's gonna be that. And I'm like, even if we had Trayvon Diggs tonight, I still think Shanahan schemes go.
He just has our number, or like you said, he just completely out schemed McCarthy just all the way around, upside down. He just turned this up.
I don't think Trayvon Diggs changes this game much at all.
Not at all.
Like this offense is like Mike. We're moving the ball, but we could not run the ball tonight.
Right.
We couldn't run the ball at all tonight. We have a running back problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do we have a problem, or do we have you not using? Y'all are trying to force. Who is forcing Tony Pollard to be this bell cow back?
Exactly. Is
it Jerry and Steven? It could be because Tony Pollard's getting paid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this shit's not working out.
Yeah.
Something's not working out. But we have playmakers, but it's like Mike and Schottenheimer, y'all did all of this study and all this bullshit, and y'all can't get these players open.
Right.
Y'all got no design plays for them. How many plays did San Fran have to their fullback, Kyle Juszczyk?
Right. Speak on that, please, because it's like, how many times I got to hear you?
Exactly. How many times you heard Juszczyk tonight? How many times you heard that?
At least 5.
At all.
At least 5. And I think at least 2 of them were not in the red zone. 2 of them were not in the red zone.
Why are we getting our tight ends to do drag routes and crossers? Why isn't Michael Gallup, Brandon Cook, CeeDee Lamb, like, where are the pick plays? Where are everything Purdy was throwing was right across the middle. Everybody knows that's where he throws, but yet that was wide open every single play.
Yeah, because it was really hardly any deep passes. A lot of stuff was across the middle.
I'm getting nervous because I'm like, Mike, maybe you cannot call plays in today's NFL. Because these other coordinators, they get these players open.
Yeah.
To where their quarterback don't constantly have to be throwing contested passes. And I was like, people were like, is that the answer? I said, y'all asking, is that the answer? And I'm sitting here like, is Mike McCarthy the answer at play calling?
Right.
Is Dan Quinn the answer?
Because I don't want to be 6 weeks into the season now worrying about what the coach gonna call.
Like, we still with the same stuff. I'm like, y'all saying it's Daddy. I'm saying it's Mike. Because I said, listen, if Dak Prescott was on the other side with Kyle Shanahan, he would have won this game tonight.
Yeah.
Dak would already have about 2 to 3 Super Bowls with the 49ers by now.
Right. Facts.
So y'all keep saying, like, is Dak Prescott the answer? Like, Dak Prescott has been Dak Prescott since he came in his rookie year.
Yeah.
which is a damn good to great quarterback. You can call him elite according to stats, but if you say according to playoffs, okay, he's not elite. Right? But the 49ers is the only team that Dak does not play well against in the playoffs. But at this point, can you really keep putting it on your quarterback when it's up to your play caller and your coach to design a play, a game plan to beat this team? And people keep saying, Dak, this is on you. You got to do something, Dak. Well, what is he supposed to do?
Right. And he's only following the scheme that's given to him by his coach.
Exactly. Like, what is he supposed to do? He got to run for it there. I didn't see no wide open run lanes.
Right.
Was there wide open?
I ain't gonna say there were a lot. Now I would say I see a couple plays where he probably could have ran up the middle, but the linebackers are right there waiting on him. So it's not like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like they're
it's not like you would have had a big play. Like they're waiting. Like the DBs were doing their job tonight.
They're waiting on him. They're like, please run outside, Dak. You're not gonna outrun.
Yep.
I don't know what y'all want him to do at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, he did start forcing shit at the end, but at the end it's like, I don't have nobody to throw the ball to.
Right.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all think if Dak Prescott had all the time in the world, like we look at Jalen Hurts, and he got a great offensive line, right?
Yeah.
But his offensive line still gives him time to throw those balls. And then you also have A.J. Brown, who is a very aggressive wide receiver who you really can't cover one-on-one.
Right.
But then we got our number one wide receiver locked up by a no-name quarterback.
Literally.
I'm questioning C.D. Lamb. Like, C.D. Lamb, are you a number one, bro? Maybe you're not a number one, bro.
Right.
Maybe you really are just like you are one B.
Right. Like, are you really only good against the division? That's my question now. Like, are you really only good against the division now? CD? You can be going up against some, like you said, like, and that's a no name locking you down. What you gonna do against the other guys you're gonna face later in the season?
Like, I don't know. They said Dak will be in New England. He probably will. Bill Belichick said he wants Dak in New England. Bill Belichick said, "I'll sell my soul today."
Right. You saw New England got stomped today. They got shut out today, so you know they're probably already on the hunt.
Yeah, and I tweeted earlier this year. I said, if you can't win with Dak Prescott, you're not a good coach, bro.
Right.
You're not putting him in the best position. You can keep blaming Dak all the fuck you want, but I'm tired. Y'all say Dak is not in the tiers of Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, all these guys, but these guys are not asked to do what Dak do.
Right. I agree.
Like Joe Burrow went out today. Why? Because he got Jamar Chase, who's a dog. Joe Burrow can overthrow Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase gonna still go get that ball.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, these other Kirk Cousins can throw a ball to the moon. Justin Jefferson gonna go up and get that ball.
Thank you. And Adams is supposed to be his role model for CD. And we know Adams is physical as hell going to get that ball. We see him. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're gonna model yourself after somebody like that, like, you gotta learn his tactics, the way his physicality, and how he goes against these balls.
At all. Like, these guys be going out for routes. They're not these dog wide receivers like you see a Jamar Chase, a Justin Jefferson, a Stephon Diggs. These guys will lay their body down to get the ball. They will go up and get the ball. It don't matter if Josh Allen throw that ball 20 feet high. Stephon Diggs gonna jump up and get that ball. Period.
Yeah.
You see CeeDee Lamb
looking for a flag.
They don't even try to go up and get the ball.
Nah, man. If they cover it, they just I can't get it. Like, they leave Dak hanging, bro. Yeah.
Other wide receivers don't do that to their quarterback. Like I said, Justin Jefferson, I saw plenty of overthrows today, but he still called it, bro.
Right.
If you're gonna be the best wide receiver, you're saying you're this top wide receiver in the league, catch the freaking ball, bro. Win on your routes.
Right. Exactly.
CD, you can't get over. Literally keep saying CD was covered by a rookie wide receiver in Arizona. That's right. Like, you can't get open, bro. But you cry because you want the ball. You can't even get open for that. That one play where that CD got a big game, Dak had to box the time because CD couldn't get open. So he had to step up in the pocket, move around. It's like, why does Dak always gotta be God? He always gotta be God. And
exactly.
God, they still don't come up and help him ever.
Exactly. That's what they don't say because I know they want to put everything on the quarterback's shoulders or anything like that, but it's not as we always say, it's not a one person sport.
Exactly. Tyreek Hill too. They're open, bro. They get open. Yep. Period.
Yep.
They are open.
Yep.
Why open? It don't matter if it's overthrown. We have to critique everything Dak threw because his wide receivers, even when Dak puts it right on their freaking chest, they still can't catch the ball.
And they drop it. Right, exactly. even Hal, like we mentioned earlier with AJ Brown, he got cursed out his quarterback to get the ball, and next thing you know, the quarterback throws him the ball and he gets it. Because he's proving why he wants the ball. He's telling him his quarterback, he wants to get open, give me the ball, he catches it. You can't be like, give me the rock, I'm gonna get in the end zone.
Like these wide receivers, see, those when you're number one, sometimes you can't be schemed open. Sometimes you just have to win. You just have to have the nuances of setting up your routes and win and get open.
Yep.
They can't get open, and they should have kept going to Ferguson because Ferguson, one thing he was doing, he was taking Fred Warner's ankles. He was setting Fred Warner up.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Why we don't run TV screens with Ferguson? I don't understand this stuff.
I don't get it. I don't get it because, like you say, he seems to be the only one. I ain't gonna say the only one getting the ball, but if he's moving with the ball, if you're gonna dump it off to him, okay, hell, keep going that direction. Hell, it's the same thing with Schoonmaker on the other side. If he gets a hand on the ball, like you said, use the tight ends, do something. Like you said, dump it off. The guys
I get tired of it, bro. Like it's constantly like Patrick Mahomes has Travis Kelce, Joe Burrow got Jamar Chase. Like, when is Dak gonna get his Hall of Fame wide receiver?
Right.
His Hall of Fame tight end, because he don't have one yet. Yeah. He hasn't had one his whole freaking career.
Exactly.
He didn't have one his whole freaking career.
Exactly.
He had a declining Jess Bryant and a declining Jason Witten. Romo got prime Witten, got prime Dez. That didn't get those guys. He's always playing with guys who are just okay. Where he gonna get his Hall of Famers? Yeah, he gets his Hall of Fame running backs.
He gets the bets when they're on the way out. You know, Randall Cobb.
I got Brandon Cooks, but this is a 8, 7, 9-year guy.
Right.
When am I gonna get my guy?
Yep, all these bets they get when they're at the end of their career.
When am I gonna get my easy wide receivers?
Yeah.
You can't win championships without a couple of Hall of Famers on both sides. Who the hell is a Hall of Famer even on the defense? Maybe Micah. Maybe.
Right.
That's it. Maybe Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
But we got Stephon Gilmore when he's on his way out. We can sell it. He can't cover those young, shifty wide receivers.
Right.
He got lit up by Wilson from the Jets. He got lit up by Hollywood Brown versus the Cardinals. And then he got lit up today by IU. He can't cover those guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And really, he was getting outpaced last week against the Patriots. Yeah,
exactly. Dak had talent. Yeah, that's what I say. He had talent. Who, bro? Dak ain't never had no Hall. Mahomes got a Hall of Fame tight end. Had Tyreek Hill in his prime. Had Hall of Fame Andy Reid.
Yep.
When is Dak gonna get that, bro? When is he gonna get his Hall of Fame player? When he gonna get his Hall of Fame? Everyone says this is a great doomsday defense. Hell no, they're not doomsday defense.
Right.
You have to be consistent to be a elite historical defense. This defense is up one day and down the next. You got nobody, no leadership.
None.
Mike doing his podcast, but I'm like, these players are too freaking young. They're too young. Micah is a kid,
and they're not focused. They just they just don't, like you said, they just don't seem focused. And the only time they want to hype, they they want to go up and down the sideline when they're up, like when they're hyped up, when they're leading by 20, 30 points. But when you're down, like who's that guy on the sideline saying?
Nobody.
Right. You only had the dynamic when you
like these guys are losers, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
At the same time, when you're losing,
you got Michael Gallup. I don't care when I get the ball. I'm just gonna do good when I get it. When I don't get it, I don't care. I don't ever need the ball. Like,
yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I heard them words, like, and then Schottenheimer in his press conference, yeah, I like Mike. His attitude, yeah, he's not worried about how many times he get the ball. I don't get that from Mike.
Brandon Cooks, you supposed to be the veteran, but every time I see Brandon Cooks get the ball, Mickey, I'm not lying. Like, he don't look like a dog to me. Like, he looked like, oh, thank God I caught it. Like,
yeah,
he don't look like
he's hoping that even I think it was a couple weeks ago when he caught it and he thought the dude was gonna be behind him, so he leaned him back. I'm like, bro, turn the field. What you doing? You a veteran, but you pedaling backwards after you catch a pass and nobody's around you. When I saw that, I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like they just
no.
I feel the same way you feel. Like it's like, and that's like you said, not saying he's not a dog, but like he just like you said, he just catches it and he does a little thing and then he's done, and then it's just like. Like you said, there's
fight for yards.
Has that intensity on our team. Like,
it's like the biggest dog on our offense. Weapon wise is Ferguson.
Right. He's the one hurdling dudes out there like we saw last year. Like you said, the only one with some kind of intensity out there. That's really why I want to see Rico run more because he be going.
Rico be running with the juice, but Mike won't play him.
I don't understand. I don't get it. Like if they're being too careful with him because the hip, but. I mean, Tony coming off a broken leg. That's one thing I do.
Like,
right. He does. I mean, that's what they seem like it is.
Gilly getting cooked. Like,
it's crazy how they play. It's crazy the lack of effort, the lack of. It seemed like concentration. It seemed like they was all over the place.
There's no intensity, bro.
It's all over the place.
It's always, but at the end of the day, the only people who say, well, maybe we just need to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, well, go ahead and get rid of him. Let's tank it out. Let's get Caleb Williams, because y'all think Caleb Williams is going to be so great.
Right. We're going to be in the same position.
Just like Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Not good.
Right.
Or CJ Stroud. Oh, he broke Dak Prescott's record. He still lost.
Right.
Like,
I don't mean no harm, but Anthony
okay.
That's the second time getting hurt.
Like, that shit don't work, bro. You can go get a rookie quarterback. Shit not gonna work. You can go and trade, just like the Broncos traded for Russell Wilson. Look at them. Oh, the Jets traded for Aaron Rodgers. Look at them. It don't work. Like, Dak Prescott is a good to great quarterback. I say he's top 3. You can say he's trash, but one thing it is, at least all the other football minds, someone say he's a quarterback you can win with. The fact that you cannot win with Dak Prescott makes no sense to me at all.
That's a big
like, if you cannot win with this kid, with the work ethic, with everything that he does, I don't know how you can win.
Right.
And y'all want Dak to be Superman every single game when his team don't play well, bruh.
Right.
Because even when Dak plays balls to the wall, his team still don't show up for him. That's why I'm like, are we cursed, bro? Maybe the Jimmy Johnson curse is real. I hate saying that dumbass thing.
Right.
But it's like, I have an explanation for it.
It just seemed like something's always
something's always off.
Right.
Something's always off, bro.
Yeah. I agree.
He said it's Trey time. Yeah, let's let Trey Lance play. Come on, let Trey Lance play.
Come on, not yet, y'all.
Couldn't even beat out Sam Darnold, but let's let Trey Lance play, because he'll do it. They said Trey Lance still trying to get down the playbook.
Right. They're going to hear that now. They're going to start hearing that now.
Let's just let Cooper Rush play. Y'all want to see Cooper Rush play with no run game? Oh, God. Well, yeah, let's play. Come on, Cooper Rush.
Right.
Cooper Rush will save our season.
I heard that on the way back to the parking lots. Cooper Rush and Trey Lance and all that. I'm like, come on now,
Go
y'all.
right ahead, guys.
Nice.
At this point, I'm like almost like Dak is my guy. That's my number one guy. That's my favorite player in the NFL. And it's like I almost want Dak to get out of here because I'm like, I just don't know if this franchise can win, bro. I don't know. And I feel like they back to Romo. My guy Dak, where he literally just is gonna have all these accolades and numbers, but he never could get past a freaking divisional championship. And if they're gonna bring in some other young guy who ain't gonna be half as good as that, it's gonna be the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, we're living in a freaking twilight zone. It's the same shit every year, bro. Like I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, they are already saying it. He said they're already saying it. Yeah, we know.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like, Dak was on the Steelers, bro. Like there's so many teams, bro. That Dak went there, bro. He beat them. Yeah. And Dak wins. The crazy thing is, as dysfunctional as this franchise is, Dak wins with this shit, bro. Yeah. Dak gonna he's gonna win 13 games again this year. Yeah. He's gonna win, bro, because he's a winner. He wins. Dak don't lose, bro. He don't lose. He don't have losing seasons like some of y'all's favorite quarterbacks. Right. He don't have losing seasons. Right. But it's just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, they got to do some quick reevaluation for real because
we need serious reevaluation. Yeah. Because I don't,
like you said, you cannot go into the bye week 3-3. You cannot get that. You cannot get far behind. And I ain't trying to make it about the Eagles, but you can't get far behind.
But I mean, those guys are 5-0. Like we can try to not make it about them, but I mean they're 5-0. That's just the reality of it. Right. We're supposed to be trying to get the easiest path. Right now, it's looking like how the hell we gonna get the number 1 seed, bro? Man, I don't think it's. It's like now it's this feeling that's more and more impossible.
Yeah. I feel you on that because we know that the Eagles do have tough opponents coming up, and we can't be watching their schedule because we got our own teams we got to face coming up. But like you said, it was already an uphill battle losing that one game, and now you're back 2. You know what I'm saying? So you like you say, you already looking around you, like you have to kind of look forward. Like I mentioned earlier, that game had a lot of big stipulations.
Stuff is just bad. Right? It's just bad. Yeah. We're gonna give, and it's just like it's just the inconsistency. Yeah. And that's what's killing our team. Yeah. Like we don't have nobody that can be consistent. Nobody. Yeah. Not Micah, not the defense, not Dan Quinn, not the offense.
The offense, right, yeah.
Like, nobody is consistent, bro. And it's like, you just got... People just made this game when I knew that they was going to make it. You got to put... This is where, greats are made and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, greats are made, but you got to have... In order to be great, you got to have your teammates show up as well. Yeah. And Dak's team just don't be showing up. Just like we had to deal with last year, bro. Like... They was playing lights out with Cooper Rush. Dak gets back. The defense falls apart. Right. And I'm just
the ball game for the defense to fall apart in. The ball game.
This was not the game to fall apart in, bro. This was the game that if y'all had to win it on y'all's own, you can win this game, bro. Yeah. And I get tired of Micah Parsons. Somebody said that today. It's crazy. Micah Parsons will defend every single. He'll defend Michael Parsons will defend Zach Wilson. He'll defend all of these players.
Right, Daniel Jones. I'm like, bro, why are you on Twitter defending Daniel Jones if you don't go somewhere with that, bro?
But he won't defend his own teammates, bro.
I don't get it, man. Like I just wish they would stay up that social media. I know I'm just a fan. I'm just speaking from a fan point of view, but I just
they really do need to stay off the social media and the podcast, bro, because y'all not good enough to be doing that shit. I'm sorry.
They young.
I'm sorry, but you're not good enough. You're not good enough. Micah,
I'm so worried about what people say. Like, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but like, you see players right after the game, 20 minutes after the game, hopping on social media.
Twitter, like get off of Twitter, bro. Like y'all are soft, y'all got y'all's asses kicked. And then you got Micah. They literally showed a clip of Micah on the sideline, and Micah was saying, "What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing." That's who y'all be worshiping. Talking about Lawrence Taylor. Get the get out of here, bro.
You faced with a little bit of adversity, and now it's like, oh well. And that's one thing I like seeing. Like y'all losing, so you pout on the sideline. Like
that's what they all do. Just pouting.
That's when you jump up. That's when you talk to your teammates. Oh, rain, sleet, hail, or snow. We doing this. We doing. That's when you pump up everybody. Not when you winning. Not when you up 30-0.
Like, where's the anger, bro?
Nowhere. You looking at your play calling sheet. You should be talking to your players. Talking to your coaches, talking to Schottenheimer.
I'll be over there cussing Schottenheimer out. I'll be throwing like they about to throw that iPad at Danny.
Okay.
I would be throwing that iPad and Schottenheimer like,
right? Like what you calling out here, bro?
Like this sucks. Like I would be so mad. Like,
bro, I don't understand. You had 4 quarters. You had 2 to 3 quarters to try to pull something together to realize you guys are not doing what you're supposed to do. So, like, when you get together with your other coaches, when you get together with the team and try to figure out what's going on, when do you go to your playmakers and be like, I'm gonna get you the ball. I don't get it.
We don't have enough, bro. I'm just feeling like we need to get off of here because we'll talk ourselves into because I'm just
it's crazy. I think this is really like they talk about they were shocked how they played against Arizona. I'm in shock how they played tonight, honestly. I'm
like this is bad.
Like if I ain't gonna lie, if I see another game like this, like it's gonna be like now we're stuck wondering who are we for real? Like this who we are? Like is confirmation or is another bad so-called wake up
bro? I don't know who we are, bro.
Right.
But this defense ain't no damn doomsday defense.
No,
this Texas Coast offense is not giving what we thought it was supposed to give. Like I don't know what is happening, but we're not doing no intermediate routes. We're trying to use one running back, which I don't understand. We have multiple running backs. Our wide receivers aren't getting open on the play action.
Yep.
I just don't know what we're doing, bro. But it's just not looking good.
No,
this is the first serious competition we faced.
Yeah.
And we got blown out.
Yeah.
We got blown out.
Right. And on that kind of stage, like you and Jerry Jones, you want all the primetime games of all the year. Well, we got whooped on primetime TV. So
we got whooped so bad, bro. We have not gotten whooped this bad since I've been a Cowboys fan, bro. Like this was just bad.
Right.
I don't even know what to say, but I think we just need to hang it up. It's 1:21 in the morning over here.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Wednesday to
talk a little bit
more, I guess, after we watch the film and stuff to see what happened and talk about the Chargers game.
Yeah, we going unfortunately we can't let it stick too long, but we definitely gotta learn some lessons quick. We got another tough opponent coming up.
We need something to change. We need something to change bad.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn, I need him to figure it out, bro. I'm like, maybe we just don't have the personnel to be running this press man like we want to run.
Right. Bro. Like, when are we gonna realize that we already think going in that run.
You don't have the personnel, man. Like you don't have the personnel, Dan Quinn, to keep running this man scheme you want to run.
Right.
But he wants to stand it at all costs, bro. He wants to stand in that man coverage at all costs, and it's a disaster. It's a disaster when you don't have the right guys. You can't get home, it's a disaster against running quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts and stuff like that, because you just leave the running lanes wide open.
Exactly.
Like, his scheme is a disaster. Mike McCarthy and Schottenheimer, like, where's the scheme? Guys aren't getting open. Like, this is bad.
Yeah.
We did no screens. Like, I don't know what was going on today, but this was just for sure wet in the bed all around. But anyway,
that's one thing I just never understood. Like, us just not returning the things that actually work for our team. That's one thing that always baffled me, that we just never return the things that work for, like you said, screens, and going to the playmakers that actually get the ball down the field, like you mentioned, like Turpin and like, I hate not seeing
like what happened. We did it a couple of times last year and it worked. CD in the backfield, like, what happened to those? You can
the creativeness. Like, where's the where's the creativeness
at all? This offense is not creative at all.
Right.
We weren't using no motion today. Like, we just lining up in shotgun. You're expecting to defeat the 49ers defense lining up in shotgun?
Right.
We just embarrassed ourselves tonight.
That's literally that's the word of the night. Embarrassment.
I don't even know how else to spin it, but
yeah.
Anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all. I think we ain't got that many people in the chat. People have checked out. It's late as hell over here. In Texas.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all time.
Anyway,
make sure you guys come back for the rewatch. But thanks for joining us, y'all. It's a tough week. Hopefully we can turn it back around. For next week coming up. It's coming up quick.
Hopefully, guys. We will, prayerfully see y'all on Wednesday.
Yep.
At 7:30. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. Thanks for joining us.